Hey everybody, Coach Darwin here, and if you're new to my channel, I am a physical therapist, and today what I wanted to do is show you a quick 3-step technique to hopefully get rid of neck pain that you might have woken up with this morning. So a lot of you folks call it a crick in the neck or a kink in the neck, but really it's just kind of like a tightness or a pain, typically in one side. When you wake up in the morning, you didn't do anything wrong, you just slept, and you just have this pain on one side that really hurts when you turn to the side or you side bend down or look up. And so you kind of walk around your day looking like this, and everybody's like, what is wrong with you, dude? Like, my neck is killing me. A lot of people will tell me, hey Darwin, I've got a pinched nerve in my neck and now I can't move. I just want to be very clear here that it's probably not a pinched nerve. If you just woke up in the morning and you're having pain here that's limiting mobility and motion and it causes pain when you turn, probably not a nerve issue. So that's good news. Now, if you're having any numbness or tingling down your arm on that side, or you're feeling kind of a burning sensation in your scapular area, which is up top here in your back, that could indicate a nerve situation. Not 100%, not necessarily, but this, if you're having any numbness or tingling down your arm into your hand, you might want to hold off on this particular set of exercises. Now, I don't want to go into a huge anatomical discussion here, but I just want everyone to understand probably what's going on in this situation when you wake up with pain and limited mobility is you probably got a joint dysfunction. Now, what that means is every cervical segment, and there's 7 of them, stack up one on top of another, and the joints are aligned in a way that allows for this 3D motion. So you're turning, you're side bending down this way, you're bending forward and lifting up. And these joints are responsible for, at risk of oversimplifying it, sliding down on top of one another and sliding up. So I like to call those that facet, or the facet is the actual joint itself, but those bones that create the joint need to slide down and up to facilitate the motion of the neck. Now, what's probably happened is, for whatever reason, maybe you slept in an awkward position, that joint has become stuck. Now, subsequently, because of that the bad position of that joint, a lot of the muscles around that joint have kind of seized up in this protective response. So it's a lot of the small muscles in the neck, but also some of the larger muscles, the upper trapezius here, might seize up and you might feel that that's tight. The problem is probably coming from the joint. The muscles are a secondary issue. No matter, we're gonna solve both of them. So let's get started. So the first thing you'll need is a towel. And so this is just a hand towel. It needs to be bigger than a washcloth, but smaller than like a beach towel or a bath towel. So here's the towel situation here. Now what we're gonna do is fold this lengthwise 2 times, and I guess it kind of depends on the size of your towel. But here we go, this is what we're working with. Now this is the first exercise. So what we're gonna do, and this is gonna be my symptomatic side, so this is my tightness side that I can't turn to or side bend down this way, okay? So what we're going to do is take our towel and put it kind of around your neck this way, and try to align the middle of the towel with exactly that segment or that place that's hurting. So if it's higher, you're gonna come up a little bit higher. If it's middle, which typically tends to be more middle, you're just gonna lock it in right there. From this position, I'm gonna take my hand here and pull down. Remember, this is the side that's causing pain. I'm just gonna pull down and kind of anchor that position. So what we're doing is keeping sure that that side's not moving. Now with my other hand, this one is going to be moving. I'm gonna take this towel kind of across my ear this way and point up diagonally up towards the ceiling. So as I do this, I'm gonna turn my head or my neck to that side at the same time I'm lifting up with this towel. So it's going to be 10 repetitions. So we're just gonna anchor here, pull up and turn with my head. Okay, that's 2, 3, 4. You should be doing it about this speed. 6, 7. You might feel like you're getting a little more motion each time you do it. And I think that's 10. I may have lost count. Okay, do it 10 times-ish. You might get a pop out of that. We're not looking for a pop, but if it does happen and there's no pain with it, you might find some relief with that. After you've done that 10 times, check your motion, see if there's not any additional motion. You should probably have a little more motion. I like to repeat that 2 times before moving on to the next set of exercises. So again, we're going to be here, pulling down, taking this across your body, turning and twisting with the towel. The second set of exercises are called isometric exercises. So what isometric means is you're going to contract the muscles without actually moving the body or moving the joints. So the first one we're going to do is, and you're going to use your hands to help facilitate this isometric contraction. So the first thing we're going to do is move our head down in this position. We call this side bending or lateral flexion. Only we're not going to let that motion actually occur. We're just going to use the muscles that would normally do that motion. So what you're going to do is take your hand, place it on the side of your head here, and almost like you were going to do this motion, you're going to press into your hand, but your hand is going to resist that motion. And you're just going to kind of press down this way. So what we're doing is activating these small muscles in the neck. And you're going to hold it for about 8 seconds. Okay? And then you're going to do it the opposite side. So you're here, and then this way is almost like you're going to be side bending down this direction, but this hand is resisting, and you're pushing into your hand. Now you only want to do about 50% of the force, so you're not just massively forcing that neck down. Give it about a 50% contraction. Okay, just pushing. Again, you might get a little bit of a pop in that joint. That's fine if that happens, and probably feel pretty good, but we're not shooting for that necessarily. Now I'm doing this 2 times on each side, again, holding each contraction for about 8 seconds and giving it about a 50% effort. Okay, the other isometric contraction we're going to be doing is rotation. Okay, so if our hand isn't there, the rotation is going to look like this, turning to the side. Again, we're going to put our hand on the side of the head and then facilitate that motion, but don't let it move because you're resisting with your hand. Same parameters here, 8-second contraction, give it about a 50% effort. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side as well. So it would look like this if my hand wasn't there. Place my hand here, resist, 8 seconds. Okay, and repeat that one again. So we're doing 2 times here, here, and 2 times here and here with the isometrics. Don't let your head move with that. Okay, the very last of the 3 exercises for your neck is stretching some of these bigger muscles in your neck that might have gone into this protective seizing or tightness response. So what we're going to do now is put your one hand behind your back, or you can sit on your hand, either way works. The other hand comes up on top of the head, and you're just going to kind of use the weight of your hand then to just kind of ease the head down in the opposite direction. You're not pulling. Make sure you're not pulling on your head. Never a good idea. So you're just kind of a nice gentle stretch away from the side that's hurting. You're going to feel the stretch right here in the upper trapezius muscles. And we're holding these stretches for about 20 seconds. Okay, that's probably about 20. And then we'll switch up and we'll do the other side. Now again, we're going to be bending down towards the symptomatic or the side that hurts. So I want you to be really careful with this one. You're really not pulling, remember. Your hand is just as a weight. Now with this side, you're going to probably feel a little bit of pinching on that side. So if you feel any of that pinching, just stop. We're not working through that pinching sensation today on day 1 after you're feeling this kink in your neck. So let's try it. And if you feel a stretch here, good. If you feel any pain on that side, stop. Don't bother trying to push through that right now. Do that exercise 2 times. If you can go this way 2 times, perfect. If this one works, great. If it doesn't, no problem. The next stretch and the last stretch you're gonna do, again, hand behind your back or sit on your hand. And what that does, by the way, is it just kind of anchors the shoulder blade down, which is where one end of the muscle originates. And so that way you can facilitate a better stretch by anchoring that side down. I digress. Sit on your hand, put your hand behind your back, either way. Now you're gonna turn your chin 45 degrees to one side. Hand comes up in front of the head this time, instead of the side, in the front, so your nose is kind of right in your elbow crease there. And again, you're just gently using your hand as a weight to pull your head down this way. 20 seconds, again, nice, slow, controlled hold. You're gonna feel this stretch in a slightly different area. This is called the levator scapulae muscle. And that's a juicy stretch. I really love this stretch. For any time during the day if I'm working on the computer. It's a lot of bang for the buck with this stretch. 20-second holds. You're gonna try this on the other side. Same thing applies with this one, is if you're coming down, if you're feeling a pinch on that side, on that same joint, don't work through this stretch. You'll probably find that this one's a little bit easier though than this one in terms of not as much pinching on that side. Okay, so that's it. That's your strategy. If you wake up in the morning with that little crick in your neck, you're gonna do your towel thingy first, boom, boom, boom. Then you're gonna do your isometrics, boom, boom, and then your stretches. Those three strategies should help regain some mobility and reduce the pain that you're having. It's always a good idea to kind of test before and then after you're done with those three strategies, and just to notice how much further you're able to move and how much less pain there is. And you can do these exercises throughout the day, and you probably will have to. As things, if you're working and you're on your computer, after a couple hours, it's gonna tighten up again. Just knock this thing out. It should take 3 to 5 minutes and you should be good to go. So hopefully that helps anyone out there. Look, if you want to help support me and my channel, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope to see you very soon. Stay healthy, stay well.